What's up guys, this is Juho making stuff and welcome to another making of video. This time it's the Neomorph from Alien Covenant. Maybe the movie wasn't really that good, but there were still pretty nice effects on it. And the Neomorph was quite creepy, and I got an idea of a shader thingy that I could try in Blender, so this was a nice and simple way to test it. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, here we go. I've sped this video about 4 times quicker than real time, but I think this is fine speed to go through this. There's that much going on, so I thought that I could talk you through this. It took me 3 or 4 hours to do it, and I recorded most of it. So here we are in Zbrush doing the base mesh with Z spheres. Yeah, I know it looks pretty bad at the moment, but hopefully we'll get something decent out of it. So there was the Z sphere face done, and I already moved on with the actual mesh and pushing and pulling words. And checking the reference. I'm not going with too much on the details, and I don't really care if this isn't 100% accurate with the screen version. There wasn't, or there isn't at the moment, that much reference available, because the movie has been out for a couple of weeks. So I am just using some concept art and a couple of screen grabs from the actual movie. I'm not sure if the concept art is from the movie, but that's what Google search gave me, so I'm going with it. So I'm getting the basic proportions about correct. I started sculpting some of the detail stuff, or the shapes and muscles and bones here and there. I'm not sure if Neomorphs have bones, but it looks like a clavicle and stuff like that, so maybe. Again, this is just a fun little sculpt, just for the sake of it. So I'm not too concerned about the details or it being 100% correct. Or I'm just having fun. I've probably just got the kids to sleep, so time to do something on my own, so why not do some computer stuff, because I haven't been doing that all day, right? For those who are interested, I'm using the clay build-up brush there. It's pretty nice, like gives like a chisel type of feeling when you're sculpting it in rough forms, and it's pretty fun brush, but it's easy to overdo it with it. So I always well, later you'll see that I'm going through it with a, like here, with a smooth brush, so that tones it down pretty nice, and but still I have the control to leave some of the edgier stuff there. Again, I'm not really sure about the anatomy here, because the reference really wasn't there, so I'm making a lot of stuff up. But yeah, as I said, this was just for fun, so bear with me. And as I'm just going to do a still image from the front, I'm not even bothering to do the backside or anything from waist down. So I'm kind of having the one screenshot of the movie as a reference, so I'm trying to get that sort of image out of here and feeling. I'm not going to copy it exactly, but something like that. Yep, there I remeshed the mesh just to get a bit better geometry, because before it was it was dynameshed, so this way it's a bit easier to manipulate the big picture, if you will, with the lower resolution. There you saw maybe I just copied the remeshed mesh and subdivided it a couple of times and then projected it to the dynameshed version, so I got all the high-res details from the sculpt. So but I also got the low-res version going on. I'm not really sure about the mouth, because I really couldn't see it on the images, or they varied a lot, but I guess it's something like a sphinxter or something like that, butthole in your mouth type of mouth. So but really wasn't sure, so I left it quite vague, and plus it's mostly on shadows in the final image, so I didn't fully figured out how to do the mouth, or how it is actually, because when they opened the mouth in the movie it was really super fast, so I couldn't see where the actual mouth opening was. But hey, let's go with this one. I kind of like the idea of it not having any cavities visible. And here I am just doing some veins and muscles and skin folds and tendons between the ribs. Yeah, I'm just winging it, really just going with the flow, just doing stuff that may look nice to me. And I'm not too bothered with the abdomen area, because it probably won't be visible in the final image. But instead I put a bit more effort on the arms, because they are quite visible, and they have this kind of cool thing going on with the like a starved and bony look going on there. I'm mostly just copying human anatomy with the arms, because well, it's easier to go with it. So it looked okay, so that it could fit. And here I'm doing some like finer pinching thingies, just to get some nice sharp creases here and there. It helps to give like a sort of like a resolution or sharpness to the mesh, so it won't be that blobby. Some more veins. I think I used the clay brush. It's good for this kind of stuff. And again, mostly these veins are based on human anatomy, so but yeah, maybe if the engineers did the Neomorph, and maybe they did the humans also, but I don't know where Ridley is going with it anyways, but there could be similarities in the anatomy. Why not? Plus it came out of humans, so it could be. And yeah, here I'm starting to do some detail stuff, skin folds, simple drag rectangle with a some kind of wrinkle skin alpha thingy, and cloth folds alphas. Pretty easy to do, like complex looking stuff with good alphas. A couple of those creases look annoyingly like eyes, so I'm trying to get rid of those. There we go. This is really easy to go overboard and lose the momentum or the sharpness of the original sculpt with this, because this kind of puff or inflate the mesh where you put this, so it loses a bit of the original thing going on. So you have to be careful and know when to stop. Here I'm just doing quick masks to mask out some of the parts where I don't want those creases to go. And going back with the smooth brush to tone down some of the folds. Does Neomorph have a navel? I'm not sure. Or belly button? I guess not, because they don't have the umbilical cord. These creases could be exaggerated a bit more. I think I lost some of them along the way, so I could have done them with more intensity. So, but it's always hard to judge what goes through the pipe. By the way, I'm using a lot of Shane Olsen's pretty awesome brushes, so thanks for those. This is like I guess it was like a cloth fold brush, so why not a skin fold? Again, there was something that was too eye-like or eyebrow-like things, so I tried to remove those. There was the low-res version exported, and here I am just decimating the high resolution. I dropped it somewhere around 500,000 polys, so there's a lot of details, and it's still workable and bakes quite fast. Some quick unwrapping in Blender, nothing that fancy, just a couple of grease lines there, and we are done. I'm just thinking how to hide the seam line from the perspective that I'm going to render this in. So basically putting all the lines on the backside. I'm just checking how much the forehead is stretching, and it's a bit too much stretch there, so I'm slicing it a bit more. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as little as possible stretch is always good. And quick packing, cause it's always fun to pack UVs, right? I guess this stage is a bit unnecessary, but it's kind of a bad habit just to do this economically, or more economically than the default. Yeah, let's watch some baking. Yeah, let's skip that. Yeah. So here I baked the high res to the low resolution version, and started. Oh, by the way, we are on Substance Painter, and start to do the underlayer of the skin. So here will be like the flesh and veins. Just testing some noises to get a base texture going on, and with some little color variation here and there. So the basic idea of here is to do like a subdermal layer, and then a skin layer on top of it, like literally in Blender. So what you'll see it later, but here I'm just doing some veins with the particle tools. I think I won't be going with this one because the veins are a bit too big to my taste. these are much better with the smaller radius of the particles. Again, I'm not too worried about this stage, because it will be mostly invisible, and it will be just hinting of the veins under the skin. And here I'm going with another layer. I removed the first layer because it wasn't working that well, so just a couple of bigger veins here and there. So that was the let's say the bottom layer or the flesh layer, and let's do the skin. Started with a smart material. I guess it was the skin face material, and just started tweaking it. Basically it's just various noises with a color, so didn't have to do that much of a tweaking to it. So but I'm playing with the UV scale a bit, and with the colors. And here I'm just painting a couple of the outer layer veins in. Now I started playing with the roughness. I think it was the hardest part of this, because I really couldn't get it right, but or the way I wanted, but I left some of it to be solved in Blender's shading. So here I'm just trying various things with particles, dripping particles, and rain and stuff like that. There are the things I just did. Just the roughness pass, just to give a variation to the roughness. And I think here I am, doing some darkening on the concave parts, just to give a bit more dimension to the model. The reference image was really super saturated or blue or purple on some of the parts, so I'm not really sure if that, can't remember if that was in the movie, but I didn't go that far with mine. Testing with shadows on how the model is reading. Alright, here we are in Blender. I'm using cycles, and here's the light setup. I have a main light. Oh yeah, of course using the filmic thingy. A couple of rim lights, bounce lights, and all in all quite a simple setup. And here's the flesh layer, let's say, and here is the skin layer. It's basically just a translucent material mixed with subsurface scattering using those maps we just did in Substance Painter. Nothing that fancy and probably not physically correct, but yeah. And there we rendered stuff out, and here we are in Photoshop starting to compile all this together. I just grabbed a texture or image of a cliff that looked interesting and started going with it. Masking and tweaking. Here I'm trying to get like a directional light shining somewhere on top, so just masking it in there. And of course lens blur. Looks like I've been doing a lot of these type of images lately. There's just a bust of a character and a blurry background. It's easy. Oh, I guess that was the background. Let's start tweaking the Neomorph to look a bit better, or to fit in the scene at least. Wasn't happy with the composition of the background, so duplicated the background and moved it a bit to the side. There was a reflection pass that I did. It's reflecting a HDR environment, and that's a Fresnel pass, just to help me to get a nice rim light if I want to. Just coloring the rim and then masking it out and bringing it back inside with masking. I guess this could be done with lights, but I don't have the patience, so this is much more faster thing, because I don't have to animate it, or this isn't moving or anything, so it's just a still image. So. And here I'm starting to do a bloom of the Neomorph. It's just a like masking out all the, or clipping out the dark parts and just blurring the image a couple of times with different values, so I get a like a gradient type of bloom going on there. And here I'm using Z-depth mask or pass to mask out the, or using the mask as a depth map source, so I could get a bit of depth of field going on with the character, just to help it sinking a bit more. Here I'm adding a bloom on the backside and on the front or foreground. Here I'm just adding a like a small particles and blurring them. Here I'm just masking out some of the particles. You really can't see them, but I didn't just want them to be everywhere. So duplicating the particles and doing them in the foreground, just to give some more depth into the image. Just bringing some of the, or more of the edge highlight there. There's, that thing annoyed me there, because the side of the jaw wasn't really that readable, so painted some black shadows on the background just to make it pop a bit more. Yeah, I'm just testing with unsharpened mask. It gives like a pretty fun effect. And this is the photo filter. It helps to tie the image together a bit. I actually use it quite often with these things. Here I'm just adding a bloom to the left side of the screen just to give some interest in there, or a bit more depth, because the blackness was a bit overwhelming, so just quite subtle. And I'm playing with the rim light there because I'm not too happy with it. Final tweaks with the curves, and again trying different settings with the unsharpened mask. Doing some noise, checking out everything. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'm Juha making stuff, and see you on the next video.